Hi. Now I'm going to say 2 sonnets to Circe, 2 sonnets to Mistress Ava, and 2 sonnets to Mistress Felicia. The 2 sonnets to Circe were written in 2012, before I had the pleasure of meeting Circe Link, the fantastically talented singer from Los Angeles, but these predated my acquaintance with her and her fantastic musical group. The 2 sonnets to Mistress Ava were written around the turn of the third millennium, when I was seeing a lifestyle and pro-dom named Mistress Ava, who identified herself as a playful dominatrix, and she certainly was that. And the 2 sonnets to Mistress Felicia, she was like a pen pal mistress that I had around 1999. Okay, so 2 sonnets to Circe. I had conceived of a sonnet sequence for a professional dominatrix, and I supposed that her name would be Circe, so I started to write these sonnets to an imaginary mistress named Circe. Okay, 1. Squatting at a blind creekside railroad lot, rank with the musk of squash bugs and diesel, dabbing venomous stings with witch hazel distilled from the leaf in a boiling pot, spit roasting pigeons poached from a dovecot, foraging tubers, trapping a squirrel, begging with bronchitis and sour drizzle, lying wide awake on a mangy coat. I dream you fold down a silk coverlet on the bed and slip off 2 satin mules. A crepe de chine kimono falls away, and a manservant bows to retrieve it, and bows again. You waste no warmth on fools too grace poor to inhabit volupté. 2. Midnights my tricked tongue laps your poisoned teat. Here I kneel, drained of shame, devoid of fear, wound up tight in cobra-coiling sex gear, and ecstasies too occult to repeat. Once you flushed me down the drain in defeat. I cherished that, it made me disappear, inside an institution for a year, and a lost odyssey cruising the street. Witch love, sweetly cruel, prettifies its shock. Scars blunt the lash. Tonight the world feels snug. I have the Buddha Dharma, still fall fog, the consolations of Sebastian Bach. In the yellow halo of my book nook, I greet tomorrow's times, an unkissed frog. 2 sonnets to Mistress Ava. 1. When navigators chart the savage seas, Polaris lights the bright and briny course. They cannot reckon by what light they please, but by the star that sped the Viking Norse. Shipwrecks oft have I of love created, and dearest friendships driven down the main, and with my stars so bumptiously debated, to lose the port I thought by pride to gain. But Mistress Ava, if you should forgive me, I'll study how to be a scurvy knave, and buoyed by the pardon that you give me, remain afloat above a watery grave. You're my North Star, heavenly I rank you. Pole Star, Ava, soulmate, thank you, thank you. Okay, and 2 sonnets to Mistress Felicia. Oops, I forgot the second one for Mistress Ava, sorry. 2 second sonnets to Mistress Ava. To postulate that choosing to submit is man's most apt attainment, womankind must argue from comparison, to wit, a slave begins where gods are left behind. Prometheus and Apollo spend their labor in trials heroic to the human sense, and yet the wretch who taps Latona's tabor has earned himself the greater recompense. For in the secret place his goddess sees, devotion welling up like rose aurora, her supplicant upon his earnest knees, tilling soil for the goddess Flora. Ergo, submission cannot be untoward, when toil makes toil itself its own reward. Okay, those were 2 for Mistress Ava, and 2 for Mistress Felicia. 1. O mistress mine, that total gift of self, thy sweetly swelling heart's desideratum, is naught but nature's tribute to herself, a favour less bestowed than owed verbatim. When men of low repute presume to render abject obeisance how and where they please, stanchions eternal fall asunder, and bothersome annoyance frets thine ease. Kingdoms pass away, but not my function, dethroning imps who cause Felicia strife. And some day, taking host and holy unction, I'll praise Felicia more than natural life. The mistress, salve my heart's sore controversy. I promise hapless slave ill-practiced mercy. 2. Empress, receive dominion over me, my life, my craft, and all it touches here. Thou art my muse, thou art my holy sea, unheedful yet as summer beaches, where cherubic tender care hath thee unearthed, or elegantly crowned in ocean spray, with wind and sand and fondest love engirthed, epiphany upon a Saturday. Then follow I, gardenia-scented Ms., a hero or a clown to do thy will. A better man may aptly call thee his, but I submit my pen to thee until, released from writer's care and worldly plaint, I worship thee as heaven's seaside saint. Thank you.